At NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, Monster Jam rolls in for its final domestic stadium event of 2023. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another commentary video. I am Who's Ready for Monster Jam, and I am so excited to have you guys here alongside me for this video. Again, you might be seeing on the screen here that it says please watch on backup channel. That's because this commentary is living over there. This is the last video which I'm going to post on this channel that describes that. If you want to watch commentaries, they are going to live on the backup channel, not on Arizona Motorsports Junkie. They will be living on the backup channel called Who's Ready for Monster Jam Commentaries. So, if you want to watch these commentaries, make sure you go over there. The entire video is there without the text on the screen, so make sure you go and do that. Let's get into the lineup. Now, they've already brought out a few drivers. Let's see if I can remember them. I do remember them because there's only 3 so far. We have Colt Stevens, Thunder Roars, Ryan Disharu, Shaker, and Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. And now we have Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune. I think I might have missed. Oh no, John Gordon and Bad Company also came out. Next up, we've got Cole Bernard in the Black Pearl Monster Truck, and I like this new intro style. It's something different where we introduce each truck one by one, but it also doesn't allow us the real power rush feel. We have Zach Garner and Wildside. I love the end of the year for the stadium events because it allows Monster Jam to test out different things and give us the ability to see different things. Like, for example, we've got a brand new track that has never been used today, a new racing style, a new track design. It's going to be great. Next up, we have Corey Rummel here in Megalodon as he is looking to continue his stadium driving in 2023. A driver who has not gotten to drive too much in the stadiums this year. It's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. However, he's done a great job in these fall events. Won the overall event championship in Glendale and finished in 2nd place in the overall last weekend in Arlington. Now we have Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, her 3rd career Monster Jam Stadium event, and this will be her final one before the All-Star Challenge takes place in Anaheim. And lastly, the man, the son of the icon, Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Oh no, not lastly, great heavens, I forgot about the even more iconic The Rod Ryan Show, piloted by Chris Kohler. That is our 12 Monster Jam trucks tonight. I like that intro, but I think I like the regular Power Rush just a little bit better. It is good for the fans to be able to meet the drivers as they come out onto the track, but I don't know, nothing's going to be able to top that iconic Power Rush. They do get to do a Power Rush now, though, because I think that's definitely such an important part of the event. Trucks will be pitting on the floor, not outside. We're going to get our first look at this racing track that is very different. It's a very different kind of racing track, and I will say, this is something that I'm looking forward to. In our first race, we have Adam Anderson and Gravedigger taking on Chris Kohler in the Rod Ryan Show. So they come off of that starting ramp, almost like Jersey style. They go up on the berm, and they will come around and do a little figure 8 here. They will go around this side of the track, and then this turns into more Jersey style, where they fly down the end of the track, and then it ends pretty much in normal St. Louis style, where they will come straight across and jump onto those finish ramps and across the line. It's Adam Anderson and Gravedigger taking home the win. It's a good demonstration race. A clean pass from both. Now we have Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, taking on Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. This is going to be a very, very good track to watch in racing. It's going to require the most precision and speed from these drivers. You have to be close to the turns and fast at the same time. Armando Castro doing that. Ryan Anderson, though, a very difficult competitor. They're heading towards the jump. Very close across the line, and it looks to me like it's Armando Castro and El Toro Loco getting the win. El Toro Loco getting the win victory for Armando Castro. What a race. Now we've got Colt Stevens, Thunder Roars, Zach Garner, Wildside. These two drivers, both not known for their racing skills, so we will see how they handle this track. I love this kind of track because it makes for such a close finish, an exciting finish. That's what we've been missing from these head-to-head finishes across the line. It almost reminds you of Las Vegas racing as Zach Garner and Wildside takes home the win. There's something about the drivers getting such big air across the finish line that just reminds you of Las Vegas Monster Jam racing. Now we move in to the second round of racing. We have Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, taking on Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune. Adam Anderson already has a pass on this track tonight, and this is one of the occurrences in which I think having a bye into the second round might actually hurt you. Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune had that bye. Adam Anderson, no stranger to tracks like this. Obviously, it is a brand new track, but Adam Anderson dominant here tonight so far. He's moving on to the semifinals. Adam Anderson looking very fast tonight. His opponent will be the winner of this race, Ryan Disharoon Shaker and Jamie Sullivan Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Oh, Disharoon looks like he's got some rear steer problems, and that's going to hand an easy victory to Jamie Sullivan Monster Mutt Dalmatian, who is about to capture her first career race win in a stadium. Good for her. Jamie Sullivan crossing the line, and she has a win. Ryan Disharoon and Shaker, unfortunately, all he can do is just roll her across the line, and too bad for such a great racer. He's knocked out in the second round. Our next pairing here in the second round, we have Zach Garner, Wildside, and John Gordon. Wow, I just mixed him and Garner in a bad company. Zach Garner, Wildside, taking a lead, heading down the straightaway. John Gordon, a stadium driver, getting beat by the arena driver. Look at Zach Garner. Boy, oh boy, he looks fast tonight. He is off to the semifinals. He's feeling good, and now we have our final match here in the second round. Corey Rummel and Megalodon taking on Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Corey Rummel Megalodon looking like he's behind. He's got to make up some ground here. And in fact, the win going to son of a digger. A big-time victory for Ryan Anderson as he is back in the semifinals. He has just been so dominant in racing here these last few weeks. We move to the semifinals. Zach Garner, Wildside, Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Zach Garner has been so fast so far. He is nailing that turn. And Jamie Sullivan way behind Zach Garner with an open window to the final round if he can just seal the deal. And across the line, Zach Garner, Wildside, taking down Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He is going to the finals. Boy, what a fantastic racing track this has been. And now we get the matchup that everyone dies for. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, and Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. And my, oh my, you do not get much better than this. These two guys, not only are they going head-to-head here, but they will be on the same series next year. Adam Anderson spins out. Ryan Anderson has a lead. He gave him an open window. And you know that Ryan Anderson's going to take full advantage of that. Back to the racing finals goes Ryan Anderson. Not today for Adam. Wow. So that will send us to the racing finals here in Houston, Texas. In the near lane, we have Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. He has been bad fast in these fall Monster Jam events, and you know that he is looking to take home another win. The Andersons have been fantastic, winning all of the racing events so far in the fall in those stadium events with Arlington and Glendale. We had Ryan Anderson winning it in Glendale, Adam Anderson winning it in Arlington, but with one man standing between three in a row, it is Zach Garner in Wildside. Zach Garner has been fantastic so far tonight. So, I think this will be a great race. Going up on the berm, Ryan. Oh no! Zach Garner flipped it over. And that will do it as long as Ryan Anderson stays consistent and smooth. This is his racing win. What a fantastic night of Monster Jam racing as Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, your Houston 2023 fall victor. Man, that was a great night of racing. I love this track. I hope we get to see more of it because I'll tell you what, that was exciting. It provided some great high-quality racing. A lot of one-sided races, but I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, what did you guys think of that racing track? Because I thought, for one, that it was spectacular. Now with that, we will get to see our first look at how the skills competition plays out. We have Chris Kohler in the Rod Ryan Show, walking a bicycle all the way to the other side of the track, sitting it down. Nice move. He has one move left. Here he goes. Going for a bicycle on the sidewalls, and dear, not quite gonna get it today. His run is complete. A little small header fire there. Let's see the scores for the Rod Ryan Show. Did not hit update links there. There it is, 5.188. The score for Chris Kohler in the Rod Ryan Show. As he will set us off with a average score. That'll bring up Colt Stevens, Thunderoris, he as well, trying to get a bicycle. He gets on the sidewalls a little bit, doesn't get much else. He does have one move remaining. Going for the sky wheelie, brake checking it in the air to straighten it out, and sets it down. That was a pretty good move from Thunderoris. The question is, will it be enough to take the lead? The Rod Ryan Show had a good number, but not enough to hold off Thunderoris. Thunderoris is 6.959, and that is a good number for Colt Stevens. But now, Ryan Disher and Shaker putting it into a moonwalk. Can he get it more? No, not quite. Got it into the stoppie. The moonwalk did not have much angle to it, but he was able to walk it across the ramp. Disharu going for attempt number 2 on the front two wheels on the stoppie. Balancing it, look at that. As that truck balanced on the front two wheels, now moonwalking it. And a beautiful second attempt there from Ryan Disharu and Shaker. I think that'll be enough to take the lead. What do you guys think? Let me know. Score to beat, 6.959. Thunderoris, the score for Shaker. Plenty enough to take the lead, an 8.230, and I think that's a good score. I think that's pretty fair. Now we get to see John Gordon in Bad Company. Oh, just missed the kick on the stoppie. Too bad. He just didn't time it quite right. Now going for a bicycle, and again, weird timing. It sends him over. No, not quite. Bad Company ends on his lid. A disappointing and frustrating run for Bad Company. 2 moves that he did not really want to see the results of ending that way. 3.480. Here's Corey Rummel, Megalodon, getting a bounce into a slap wheelie. Wow, I did not think that the way that truck landed that he was going to get a slap wheelie. He got a sky wheelie that bounced into the slap wheelie. That was great. Now he throws the shark off of the jammer there. And that is the end of his skills run. I don't think that will be enough to take the lead, but that slap wheelie was fantastic. We'll see what the fans thought. It was a 6.890. Not enough. Here's Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and boy, she has looked great here in this skills competition. I'll tell you what, Jamie Sullivan has a real chance to win up. We've got copyright problems, I guess. Jamie Sullivan, and it's back. Jamie Sullivan has a real chance to get herself a stadium skills win at this point because she has looked very solid. Now going for her second skills attempt, and I mean, she has been really good, balancing that truck on the nose. Clearly got a lot of practice trying to nose pick, but couldn't get a big pick out of it. I think that's going to take our top spot. with that score to beat from Shaker. We'll see what the fans thought. There she is, out of the truck. There's your score to beat from Ryan Disherun and Shaker.
8.230 from Shaker. Houston,
let's see what the fans thought of Monster Mutt Dalmatian. The score, 8.801. I must say, very fair scoring so far, which will send us into Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Armando Castro is another arena driver who has been doing these two-wheel moves for a very long time. And again, we've got no audio. That is not your computer or whatever you're watching this on. It is the video that it came from. Armando Castro setting it down. He's gotten real good at doing those turning of the wheel stoppies where he's going from one side to the other. Really, really talented driver. Going for attempt number 2, putting it on the front 2 wheels. He's moonwalking it all the way up. Got on one wheel for a second, keeping her going, and sets her down. That was a top-tier skills run for Armando Castro. Will it be enough, though, to take down Monster Mutt Dalmatian? 2 similar runs, and yes, it is. A 9.546. Armando Castro and El Toro Loco is your new leader. Boy, that was a great run. Here's Colvin Arndt in the Black Pearl, going for a donut. Again, in the skills challenge, you can do either a donut or 2 moves on 2 wheels, and it's rare that we get to see Colvin Arndt doing a donut, but I guess he didn't like any of the obstacles on the track for 2 wheels, and he got a great donut out of it. Not going to give him the lead. It's a 7.972. Here is Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune, bouncing it on the front 2 wheels after a stoppie. Solid first attempt there from Kayla Blood. She has one more. Gets a good kick off of it. And, ooh, a little moonwalk. Can she combo it up? Ooh, baby. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Man, she was just short of getting a nice save there. Unfortunately, though, she will not be taking the lead. Here's Adam Anderson hitting the jammer, going for a nice slap wheelie. He walks on one wheel over the step up. Adam Anderson, you know what? He is so good at innovating these 2-wheel skills moves, and he does something different like that, throwing it back to Foxborough, the first ever skills move, and he got it! The first ever 2-wheel skills winner in this competition with that exact move 6 years ago in Foxborough, and he nails the same move again. Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. It's not enough. A 9.267 harumph. I don't think I agree with that one. Toro Loco stays in the top spot, and here is Zach Garner in Wildside. Popped it on the front 2 wheels. He's got a little moonwalk working on the top of that pod. Man, tough break for Adam Anderson. That was so exciting to see him do that move again. I know he's tried it a lot. That's a move that he did in Foxborough 2017 at the very first 2-wheel skills competition. As Zach Garner sets it down in Wildside, a very good first attempt. Let's see if his second can get him the score needed to take down El Toro Loco. Going for a bicycle, not much on the side. Now he's got it, kicks it. Can he save it on the sidewalls? And he ends up turtled. While he didn't end up on all 4 wheels, it was still an exciting move for Wildside. And, I mean, you've got to be proud if you're Zach Garner there. That was a great run, just not enough for the lead. Here's Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, putting it into the classic bicycle, the moonwalk. And, I mean, you could not execute it any better than that. Textbook bicycle, the moonwalk. He has one move left. Gets into the bicycle. Oh, no! He doesn't quite get the full move out of it. And, unfortunately for son of a digger, that's probably going to hurt his scores a lot. While that first move was fantastic, this was our final competitor of the evening in 2-wheel, and it's not going to be enough. 7.865, which means that your winner there you go. Kay Young let you know herself. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, your Great Clips Skills Challenge winner here. That'll send us into freestyle. How about Armando Castro? Chris Kohler, the Rod Ryan Show, kicks us off here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Love seeing this Rod Ryan Show truck every time we make it out to Houston, Texas. It's always such a nice looking Monster Jam body. I wish they changed it up like they used to, though. I mean, it seemed like every time that Monster Jam would be here in Houston, they would change up that body, but it looks like they loosened the mounts on it a little bit so that it'll maybe start flapping around. Maybe we can get the body to fly off. I mean, Chris Kohler is typically pretty good for a wild freestyle. This is our first look at this track in freestyle as well, because obviously it's a brand new track. Nobody's ever hit it before. You've got the one ramp on this side to try and do something. You've got jammers also that were used as turning ramps. This really feels like an old school Jersey style track, and that is awesome. I love the Jersey style. Oh, he kicks it into a bicycle. Comboed it up there, just moving along. But it seems like he's not been able to find a good rhythm. He has not really hit much of anything for hang time until now. Yeah! Big air off of the jammer. Chris Kohler, the Rod Ryan Show. His time is winding down. Less than 30 seconds. Hits it hard into that ramp. Able to keep it without much trouble. Nice hit off of the step up. His time is creeping towards 0. Going into a donut. Time is still going. And his time is up. That was the final move of the run for the Rod Ryan Show. Good run, but you know that Chris Kohler wanted to do a little bit more. I mean, this track, you could feel that frustration from him in a 7.668. He just couldn't quite get the consistent momentum that he wanted, but Armando Castro opening with a bang. Oh boy, over she goes, and a barrel roll. I mean, come on. Armando Castro, this guy just cannot be stopped. Oh boy, but the truck's been shut off. All right, thankfully, it seems as though he's been refired because the last 2 freestyles for him have been stopped short because of the truck failing on him, and you know that Armando wants to go as hard as he can here in freestyle. Nice air. So far, Armando Castro, 2 of his 3 attempts have been fantastic. I think this track is going to allow us to get some big air and some wow moments like he got. There's a lot of room and a nice slap wheelie, throwing it back to Mark McDonald, the man that I called the Wheelie King in El Toro Loco. Oh no, the truck's been shut off again, and thankfully able to refire. Just some electrical problems. Hopefully those don't cause any more issues. It always is a momentum killer when the truck has electrical problems where the truck just shuts off on its own. Lining up for the backflip. This is our first attempt of the night. Oh, he's abandoning ship. Something must be wrong with that truck. Maybe they didn't want him hitting it with the horns flopping around like that. Truck's been shut off again. I don't know if it's RII. It looks like that RII is flashing, so weird freestyle, very weird freestyle. Score to beat 7.668, but Armando Castro does take the lead at 8.674, so that'll put him in first place. You know that Armando's got to be a little frustrated with how that run ended and how it went. But he will take the top spot and will send us into Ryan Disharoon and Shaker. Ryan Disharoon trying to take down that top spot. He's had a couple really good freestyles here in these fall events. Between Glendale and Arlington, he's had 2 backflips, 2 very truck-breaking backflips, but still, he's been able to land them. He's had some exciting freestyles along the way. Always good to see Ryan Disharoon getting some action in the fall events. Nice air. Put that pedal to the floor. This track also has the ability for a lot of combo moves. That's something that is really missing in a lot of Monster Jam events today. It's some really exciting combos, and we've gotten to see that a lot in these fall events. That body just falling apart. Nice air. So far, though, no wow moments. He's just trying to feel out the track, as a lot of drivers are. Just trying to figure out what's going to kick him in a certain direction, in a certain way that he wants. And that's something that is so important when you're driving on a new track. I mean, it's very difficult to visualize how you think a freestyle is going to go without having driven on the track before. That's why these earlier competitors are always at a slight disadvantage when it comes time for freestyle on a track like this, but he is also lining up, I think, for the backflip. Remember, Armando Castro lined up for it but didn't get to actually hit it. Now Shaker will hit the backflip. Going over, will the truck stay intact? Yes, it will. For the first time in the fall, Shaker will get to continue after the backflip. Big air afterwards and comboing it by setting it down on the step up. And it sounds like that's the end of the run. Yes, it is. Ryan Dishman and Shaker, I mean, that was a great freestyle. He landed the backflip. The truck is intact. He gets to just drive the truck into the trailer. And I mean, for Ryan Dishman, in these last few weeks, he's had to repair a lot of things after his freestyles. Not that time. Ryan Dishman and Shaker with a great freestyle and the first backflip of the night. The score to beat 8.674, and have to imagine this will take the lead because of the backflip. I think it was just a better run altogether. And indeed it is a 9.162. A very, very good freestyle, putting him in first place. We'll have to see if that'll hold. That brings up John Gordon, Bad Company. This beautiful Monster Jam truck, and I've just had a rough day of talking about John Gordon. First I called him John Garden. Racing skills. It's just a bit of a wacky mess so far. So hopefully John Gordon can turn things around here in freestyle. Nice air off of that car stack, comboing it up by landing on the top of that racing turn bump. This track reminds me of old World Finals tracks too. It's just with everything kind of centralized around one side of the track and maybe a couple ramps on the far side. It really feels like a 2012 World Freestyle Championship track. And I like it. Nice little stoppy there. I just think that the drivers are having a tough time so far getting a rhythm, because there's not much, like when you're coming from the backflip side of the track, there's really not much you can do except for hit the step up pretty hard. Once you get to this side of the track, though, is when you can really let it eat, like John Gordon is doing right here. But it's once you turn around here that things become a problem. If you're not hitting the jammer or the step up, you're really not going to be hitting much of anything and getting much air. I think that's something that Monster Jam will have to take into consideration and hopefully make some adjustments to. But again, that's the great thing about having these events, is it allows Monster Jam to see their ideas and put them into effect, make some adjustments appropriate to next year. Time winding down for Bad Company here. He is going for the 8-pack. Hits it beautifully and a nice landing. Bad Company landing the 8-pack backflip. And his time is up. What a great run from John Gordon. He ended up nailing the second backflip of the evening. The question is, will it be enough to take down his friend Ryan Disharoon in the Shaker? And a solid freestyle for that beautiful Bad Company machine. The score to beat from Shaker, a 9.162. Not quite enough, an 8.878. I don't really disagree with that. They were both pretty similar freestyle runs. Here's Colt Stevens announcing his presence. Nice air in the Thunderoras, the 2023 World Finals Freestyle Champion. I also mentioned last week, and I'll circle back to it, I had said that the tracks that we've been seeing so far in the fall, I think will end up being the tracks that we get for our Stadium Championship Series next year. Who knows? I mean, you really never know what's going to happen, but typically there's a reason why they test out these tracks during these events to see what they need to do, what adjustments need to be made for the 2024 season. And I think if these are the tracks that we've got next year, boy, we are in for a fantastic 2024. And I love changing up the tracks. I think it is something that is needed in Monster Jam to change up the track every year at the stadium level. It keeps it fresh. Colt Stevens right now, probably the best freestyle we've seen so far. He's keeping that speed up, keeping momentum up, and he's not slowing down. But again, as I said, as you come from that side of the track, it's so hard to really get something going. Nice air again. It's more of a long jump from that side, as you can really just kind of send yourself far across the track. Not much angle into the air, but it doesn't really matter. Air is air. Nice! Crossing it up right into the center of the track. That was a great hit. I don't even know what to really call that, but I mean, it was spectacular. I didn't know that ramp could give you as much air as it did. Turning Thunder Roars around, he's heading to the backflip. Nice air on the backflip, too. A hard landing, but the truck staying together. And more big air. Colt Stevens getting to do what he does best and just air it out, comboing it off of the step up. On the right side, a little bicycle, setting it down, and that is a great way to end his freestyle. In my opinion, that's the best run of the night. That was fantastic. That was far and away the best run. The score to beat is right there, and your score is not enough. 9.087. I've got to firmly disagree with that. That was, in my opinion, a much better run. No hard feelings to Shaker, but Colt Stevens just threw down a killer freestyle. That'll bring up Zach Garner, wild side. He starts off with nice air on the far side of the track, and right away, the wheel breaks off, and that is going to end his run. He's not even going to get a score. Tough break for Zach Garner. It's Cynthia Gauthier. That's funny. Announcing Kayla Blood, Soldier Fortune, who starts off her freestyle. Cynthia Gauthier, who will not be competing in 2024 because she is pregnant. She will be having her first child in next year. So Lindsay Reed, former Scooby-Doo driver, will take her spot on the stadium level, driving the Lucas Stabilizer. I think we might be having some truck problems. Yep, there is no power to those rear wheels for Soldier Fortune at all. She has no rear wheel drive. This is just front wheel drive at this point. And that's going to cause some serious problems. I think she's going to just call it quits right there, and in fact she is. And obviously that's not going to be enough to take the lead. Here's Colvin Hart in the Black Pearl. So Ryan Dishman and Shaker sitting in that top spot, but still a lot of heavy hitters to come, including this man, Colvin Hart. This track, I think, will fare well for Cole. He's a guy who loves to air it out, keeping it under control, but also with the occasional wow moment in there. Nice air. That's the kind of move that Colvin Hart loves to get. Just flat out sending it off the ramp, knowing that he can land it pretty calmly. Momentum up too is such a big part of success on this track. Colt Stevens really had the best momentum, best speed out of anybody. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think anyone can disagree. I think Colt Stevens has easily had the best freestyle of the night. Just the momentum was better, the air was better, the wow moment was better. Nice air off of that step up. Black Pearl flying high. Normally flying that flag on the 7 Seas. Today, flying it here in Houston. He is lining up for a backflip of his own. Oh, a little short, nosediving and breaks a tie rod on the front end, and that will end the freestyle. Came up very short, but he still landed the backflip, but it's not going to be enough. Here's Adam Anderson in Gravedigger as he will push his way, trying to get a freestyle victory. Black Pearl got an 8.274, so Shaker still in the top spot, 9.162. Nice slap wheelie for Adam Anderson, walking it over the ramp. Adam Anderson is just spectacular in freestyle. He brings such an old school style of driving, which is something I never thought I'd say for Adam Anderson. But he brings an old school style of driving to every competition, whereas a lot of drivers try and do the same thing. Adam is just changing it up every single time. Getting the big air, it just feels like a different freestyle. Big air again. Adam Anderson airing this truck out, and you know he wants that freestyle win. Shaker does not have a high score at the moment, so Adam Anderson has to feel pretty confident that if he can keep up this pace and land a backflip, it should be an easy freestyle win. I mean, big air. He is sending Gravedigger. His second event since the World Finals, and my oh my, he is just flying. Having a great freestyle run. I mean, it's an air barrage for Adam Anderson. He will not quit. Oh, weird bounce. Can he make sure? Yes, he does. Making sure it does not flip over. A little reverse move over the ramp. Heck yeah, and he completely destroys the truck on the landing. The shock towers exploding everywhere. But what a freestyle from Adam Anderson. I don't even think that was the shocks. I think that's... Holy cow. Is that the differential just exploding? That's incredible. What a freestyle. The score to beat is Shaker. The score for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, not enough, a 9.119. Whew, and look at all of that fluid. That has to be the differential there. That was incredible. Here's Corey Rummel and Megalodon as he will follow that incredible freestyle from Adam Anderson. I mean, great run from Adam. I am slightly disappointed he didn't take the lead. I really am. And it's too bad because I was giving high praise in the skills challenge for how great and accurate the scoring was, but man, freestyle has not been up to snuff so far. Corey Rummel, driver of Megalodon, getting nice air, flying that shark. Following it up with the racing drop-off. Corey has not always had a ton of success in freestyle. He's always an above-average freestyle, and he will pull out a freestyle win here and there, but normally that'll be because he gets a crazy wow moment that he either plans to do or just kind of happens. He is a member of Team Scream, one of the best freestyling independent teams out there. Founded by Jim Kohler, driver of the Avenger, and Megalodon getting nice air over that same ramp that Thunder Roarus did before. That little cross-up jump. I really haven't seen anyone hit the jammers on the right side very aggressively yet tonight. And that's something that the jammers themselves made me practically famous in 2018 in all my commentaries. Those were the big hits. Nice backflip from Megalodon. Couldn't quite pop her into reverse. Nice air. Very solid run from Megalodon, trying to close the deal. It's going to be close, but it seems like the fans here are really favoring Ryan Disherman and Shaker. We'll have to see how it fares in the scoring.
All right, you know what to do. As a reminder, the code is
There's Corey Rummel out of the truck, and a good freestyle. Very good freestyle, but it will not be quite enough. It is an 8.982. Here's Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, your final competitor here this evening in Houston. And it's either going to be Ryan Disherwood and Shaker or Ryan Anderson in son of a digger using that crossover ramp. Oh no, over she goes. Can he save it on the sidewalls? Oh no, Ryan Anderson is down. Didn't even complete 30 seconds. So he will not even get a score, which means that your freestyle winner here in NRG Stadium is Ryan Disherwood in Shaker. Let's listen in.
Outside of the Superstar Challenge, this is the final stadium event of this year. How does it feel to go out with the bag?
Oh man, I am pumped right now. We are so excited. Number one's what we want to do. I tell you what, I could not do it without these guys. Jordan Fisher, Ricky Only, they hold this truck all around the United States to make sure it's perfect for me. And then I can throw down a burn down run for you all. And thank you guys, man, for coming out and supporting us. Keep on coming out here, guys. We're going to keep on throwing down for many years to come.
A huge congratulations to you. Ryan Disherwood and Shaker is your freestyle winner. We're going to go ahead and add up all the points and find out who's going to take home the trophy this evening.
Well, big congratulations to Ryan Disherwood and Shaker there. Let's see who your overall event champion is. We also have to hand out that trophy with the racing win of 9 points, Great Clip Skills Challenge 11, and freestyle also 11. Your overall event total of 31. Your overall event champion is Adam Anderson in Gravedigger by a long shot, and he is fired up. Adam Anderson absolutely thrilled about that one, and what a big victory for him. His second event since the Monster Jam World Finals, and I'll tell you, he really had a fantastic event. I mean, could be argued that he deserved to even win freestyle, but he still walks away with the hardware and gets himself another overall. So what a great event here in NRG Stadium. It wasn't really the best event that we could have had, but it was a brand new track, and as always happens when we have brand new tracks, it tends to lead to some growing pains and some struggles when it comes down to every competition. Racing was a lot of fun. Two-wheel was a very interesting competition, but could have been a little bit better. And freestyle, we didn't get to see the drivers get that momentum that they really wanted. But I think this track, if we do have these two tracks we've seen in the fall be the tracks for 2024, I think this one will be really the one to watch. I think it'll be very exciting. But in the meantime, that is the final domestic commentary before the Superstar Challenge. I will be having some Australia content coming for you guys as well, so make sure you're on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. I'm Moose Ready for Monster Jam, and we'll see you in the next one.